Welcome to Construct2. Today we will make a basic platform game. So start by clicking on File, then New Empty Project, and then Open. And over here you can scroll around to make the screen centered. And the first thing that we're going to do is change the window size to 800 by 600. And I'm going to copy that, and then if you click off the screen over here on the gray, you can change the layout size and the margins. Okay, and then let's get this centered back here some more. Okay, and I'll explain the layout size and margins, but basically that's the size that your game is going to be. Okay, it's the screen size. Okay, so let's add a ground sprite by clicking on the layout and then click on sprite and insert. And let's make the ground green. I'll give it a nice green color, and make sure that your paintbrush is selected here with fill. Then click close, and then let's just resize this by dragging the shape down here. And let's give this a behavior of solid. So click on behavior over here, and then click add, and then solid, and then add, and then you can close. Then let's make a player sprite. So again, double click on the layout, then click on sprite, insert, and then let's make the player blue. So click on the blue palette and click on the square here, and then click close. And let's make the player a little bit smaller, more like a shape like a player. Okay, and then let's give the player the behavior of platformer. Okay, and let's also do something called bound to layout. And what that means is that your player can't leave the screen. So to test it, if you click up here on the Run Layout button, and then use your mouse keys, or keyboard arrow keys, you can tell that the player stays on the screen, he can't jump off. Okay, so let's go back to Construct2. And let's make a platform for your character to jump on. So again, double click on your layout and click sprite, insert, and let's pick some other color, like let's say like that shade of green. And let's make this more like a platform shape, like that. And let's give it a behavior of solid so that he can jump on it, and close. And now when you run it, that's a little bit too high for your player, so let's go back to construct, and we can make that a little bit lower. And let's make another platform. So let's click on sprite again. Let's put this platform up here. Let's make it like that. Let's add one more and make it a little bit more fun. Boom. Okay, so now when we hit run, we should be able to come over here, jump on that. Oop. Oh, see, I didn't make these platforms solid, so he fell right through. So let's go back and let's click on the platform, and then behavior plus solid, click that one, behavior plus solid, and then run it. Okay, and that is the beginning of how to make a platformer. Okay, so now that we have our platform game, one thing we should always do is name our sprites. Okay, these sprites are like variables. So if you look over here, for different objects, you'll see sprite, sprite 2, sprite 3, 4, 5, etc. But that's not very helpful to know like what is what. Okay, so let's click over here and then click once more. Then you can rename the sprite. So let's call this sprite player. Press enter. And let's click on this sprite down here, the ground, and let's call it ground. And so I think that's that one there. See, when you click on a sprite over here, then it makes it selected. So if I click on sprite 3, then that's platform there. Sprite 4 is that one. If I click on this sprite, the ground is selected. Or okay, what you can do is click on the sprite here and then come up here to the name and rename it here. So let's call that ground. And let's call this one here platform 1. Platform 1. Let's call this one platform 2 and call this one platform 3. Okay. And so now notice over here the variable names are renamed here as well. Okay. Now one thing that we did to our player in the very beginning is when I tried to jump up here, a player couldn't quite make it because it was too high. I could have done a couple other things too. Okay. If I click on this player here and then go back to behavior and click add, there's a double jump behavior as well. So where is double jump? I think I passed it. If you type in double, wait, oh, I'm sorry. It's actually not a new behavior, but it is a property of the behavior over here. So if you click on the player here, a double jump is disabled by default. So if you change that to enabled, and then click play, okay, now if I jump and then press jump again, he jumps up higher. Okay. Okay. So that's like double jump. And I'm sure if you've played games before, you've seen double jump before. Okay. So that's how you double jump. Now we also made it so he was bound to layout. But let's say that we wanted him to wrap around the screen. So let's go back to Construct2. Let's change the behavior for the player. And let's take off bound to layout. Let's add the wrap behavior. And the wrap is right here. Okay. Let's close. Now let's run it. So now we can wrap. And notice I can actually double jump and wrap at the same time. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is wrap and double jump. And we'll do something more here in just a second.